Alright, so this is Wednesday night, and I'm doing art. I don't know if I would call this one art, but this is the last of like 5 pieces. And as I'm doing this piece, I'm taking bits from this piece comes the paint for this piece. And I'm saying maybe somebody will like this piece. I don't know. I don't even know what it'll look like after it dries. And I don't know if I like this piece, but it is as it turned out. And here's the thing. Here's a piece of Yupo, not even Yupo paper. This is just photo paper. And I have a bunch of paint put on this paper. And I know that there's 2 or 3 little 1-inch pieces on here that might look pretty. And here's the thing. I'm a vet. I believed in my country. I believed that if you did the right things, you made the right grades, were a star athlete, life would work out. I know a lot of people from my past who were academics and athletics, but they didn't have the money to go to college, or they were girls, and girls couldn't go to college. You just needed to find the right man. The thing is, we all believed in something, right? So here's believing in something. I created that. I poured a bunch of paint down, and I just decided, although this is leftover paint from other paintings that I made already, so these are already leftovers and leftovers. I'm trying to make something out of leftovers. And the thing is, that's what happens to vets. Go to war, or you just serve your country, and you believe in something. And you were raised up to believe in something. And when you look at the details, there's something there. But the big picture, it's just a big blob. And the idealist that enlists in the military and decides to serve their country and decides that my worth revolves around what I can do for others, because that's how we were raised. My worth belongs to others. But when I come to a point in my life where I can't do for myself, others drop me. They don't want to see me. They don't want to hear about me. They don't want me to call them. They loved me when I was a lettered athlete or a scholar, or I excelled in my military career. They were all about that. But when I'm hurt, when I drink, or when I smoke, and all I want to do is say, fuck this. Everybody says, wait, I don't want anything to do with you. And all the idealism trails off. Because nobody really believes it. They only believe it when someone else is doing it and it works. But when all of a sudden it doesn't work, and it's just a mix-up, mash-up of what? Nobody wants you. And a veteran is left with that. Nobody wants me. because I don't work like I used to work. I used to be pure blue. Now I'm this, mixed up green and white and brown and just pieces. And what do I do with that? That's your veteran. That's the person, whether they served in Korea, Vietnam, 20 years in the middle, when there was no greatness, you were just, yeah, you're a vet. Afghanistan, Iraq. What does a veteran do with that? We end up as sticks. That stick right there stirred the paints, and it was pure until I started running out of paints, and then I mixed it up with other paints, and now here it sits. Mixed up, served its purpose. Now what? What? We let the paint dry, we wipe it off, and we know that we can use that stick again, right? As a human being, do you want to be a stick that is used again, or do you want to be something that is valued? As a veteran, most veterans have a problem with that, alcohol, or that, cigarettes. Why? Alcohol stops us from doing something. We know how potent we can be because we've been put in a position to where we had to be very potent right here, right now, and not think about what might happen later. And then when we're no longer in those positions and no one wants to talk to us because we're a little bit messed up, we have to stop having the ability to do something right now with what we have. And that's usually the answer. And then everybody tells us we're messed up. Well, yeah, we're messed up. We're messed up because we're doing something to protect you. And when you no longer feel threatened, you don't want us. And this is how our life ends up. Kind of a mixed up, mashed up little bits that might be good, like, woohoo, what's that? That's kind of pretty. What's that? It's just crap. And we are left with that and have to make something out of it. Because we no longer have support from family, who is used to us having all the answers because we were the athletes and the scholars. And now all of a sudden, we are messed up. Nobody wants to talk to us. We are the most potent people out there. And we are ostracized from our own families. How can we count on others? So, I thought about this all night tonight. And I thought I'm just going to go ahead and post this. Because I asked for help a few years ago, two years ago, 2.5, maybe 3 years ago, from an artist who said, yeah, I'll help you. I'll help you use art to help express yourself. And then I didn't hear from him again. And in the meantime, I make my own art. Right? It's just fucking paint. Right? It's just paint. But in this paint, I see little tiny bits of things that are worth something. And that's the life some of us are left with. Little tiny bits of something that's worth something. Right? So somehow, if someone out there watches this, which no one will because I don't have any followers at all, maybe it will matter. I care. I am someone. I'm a vet. And I care. And I know what it's like to drink. So I don't do something I can't undo. Because I'm potent. And drinking tells me, don't drive, don't go anywhere, and don't do anything. Because you've been drinking. And that's what it tells me. And as long as it's telling me that, I'm following orders. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not driving. I'm not going to do anything I can't undo because I've been drinking. And yet everybody wants to label you an alcoholic. And then they label you this and they label you that. And all that does is hammer in the nails in your coffin that say you are not worthy, not worthy, not worthy. And all you've done is give. Right? So, just to show you, I create beautiful things too. Lovely, beautiful pieces of work. Nice little, pretty little things. I'm not going to get you sick with all the paintings that I have out in my other room. I have these right here. They're pretty cool. They're really pretty. Alright? I am creating because I have decided, fuck everybody who tells me I got a problem. I have a problem. My problem is believing. That's my problem. Believing. Believing that other people care. Other people see. Other people appreciate. Nobody does. They only appreciate you when you win. You can be the star quarterback. And if you have 3 losing games in a row and the Heisman Trophy winner, everybody says, well, what the hell is wrong with him? Maybe we were wrong. We shouldn't have gave him that damn thing. That's how people are. Right? But that's not how I am. And I imagine there's thousands of vets out there or other people who are not vets who have suffered and tried and tried and tried and tried and can't get a foothold. You all know what I'm talking about. I care. I know. We are out there. And we don't have a voice. And so I thought maybe this one video that I would put out on YouTube, on my stupid little lonely stupid fucking channel, might be seen by somebody who says, oh, my brother, watch this. I don't know why, because I'm not offering anything except the fact that I understand. When you drink, it's because you're potent. When you're used to acting on a moment's notice and the actions that you do have big impacts on what's around you, and you can't do that anymore, you drink. Just so you know, here's a nice little drawing that I did. Just an eye of a horse. Here's a horse. Just a drawing. Pencil drawing. I'm an artist. There's another picture. Just an artist. Just a stupid, dumbass artist. Nobody wants my art. It's not going to hang in any fucking museum anywhere. But for that moment, I made something out of nothing. And that's what veterans do when they come back or they find themselves in a position to where nothing they do makes a difference. See here, look at this. Just so you know. I have a Western saddle. Gorgeous. Beautiful handmade Western saddle covered up with an Australian saddle. And I love it just as much. Handmade from Australia. That ain't no knockoff. That's a handmade saddle. And so is the Western saddle. I train horses. I ride horses. And I have a horse. Thankfully, I can't afford it, but I did it anyway. Because it's what makes me who I am. I had to find that out. Who are you? Who were you? Find that person again and tell the world to go fuck themselves. Alright? Sometimes in art, you make something. Actually, you create. You pour it out, and then you see what happens. And it's kind of cool. It's self-serving, but it's something you created that no one in your family can create unless they learn how to do it. And they have to ask you to show them how to do it. All right? We matter. All of us, whether we're veterans of the military, single parents, abused children, firefighters, police officers, we all go through nothing but stress that no one knows and no one appreciates. And we're stuck when we can't provide anymore. There's no one there for us. We get the soft goodbye. We're told, because most of the time before we get to that point, here's where we go. We're told we have a problem. No one is responsible for us if we drink. No one is responsible for us if we smoke. Guess what? See that? I like it and I hate it at the same time. Right? I know it's dulling me. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. I know that it dulls me, but there's a reason for that. Potent people have a reason for everything they do. Other people who don't understand judge you, put a label on you, and then you can't crawl out from under it. Don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. There are many. I'm positive I'm not the only one. I'm positive I am not the only one. But I am someone who is willing to put my voice out there and my name and my face out there. Although I'm not going to show you my face because I'm old. But we matter. Life matters. And we can try your hardest and end up with a jumbled up, what the fuck is that supposed to be? But we're doing the best we can with all the shit that we have left. And if I had a damn camera that I could show my paintings while I'm painting, it would be a little bit easier to understand. But I don't have one. All I got is my stupid phone, and I can't use my phone while I'm painting at the same time. I can't do it. But veterans, families of veteran members, police officers, firefighters, teachers, people who are out there doing the hard stuff. Don't let anybody label you. Don't put yourself in a position to where you feel like you can't do anything. If you feel like you can't do anything, put a bunch of fucking acrylic paints in damn cups and pour them out on stupid tiles that you can buy 100 of them for $16. And say, whoa, look at that. Out of nothing, something happened. Because sometimes that's all that's left. And then you have to make the best of it. And ain't nobody who can make the best of it better than a police officer or a firefighter or a veteran or a teacher. And everybody loves you when they need you, and when they don't need you and you need them, they all forget you. Right? I don't forget. I'm one of you. I don't forget. And I'm tired of being told I have a problem. I don't have a problem. I stood up to every request asked of me. I gave and gave and gave. And when I fall down, not to my own doing, I just, 2008 came along and poof, I lost everything. And all of a sudden, I'm worthless. Right? Don't let that define you. Anyway, it's a rant. What can I say? But I'm going to post it. Because maybe someone out there, sometime, somewhere, years from now, if ever, maybe someone will hear it and go, damn it, you're right. Don't let anyone define you. Never. You define yourself. And when you can't find a definition for yourself, then paint. And it helps to drink while you paint, as long as you're at home. Drink, smoke, paint. And every now and then, in this painting, you will say, oh, that's kind of fucking cool. And if one time in your life, or your day, you can say, that's kind of fucking, look at that. Look at that. Right? That might, little tiny bits of this painting are okay. Well, that's a starting point. Little tiny bits of your life are okay. And that helps you stay in your life. And you don't feel like you need to quit your life. And that's what this is all about. Don't quit. Don't give up. Find some fucking acrylic paint, some Floetrol, and some tiles. And boom. You're a creator. You're a creator. Maybe not a good one, but hey, it's a starting point.